welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Ashley. So today's review is going to be on the new Huda Beauty Empowered eyeshadow palette. So if you'd like to see how I slayed this eyeshadow look, stay tuned. Alrighty, so let's get into this palette. So this is the new Huda Beauty Empowered palette. The packaging really stands out, especially the center. The word power is in bold. That was also a bombshell, okay? If any Ghosts and Tommy fans out there, it was a bombshell. I'm sad it ended, and sorry to say, I still feel like Ghost is alive. Moving along. So the term empowered encourages having the knowledge, confidence, means, or ability to do things or make decisions for oneself by Huda Beauty. So I think that's just beautiful. As I said, you know, my birthday was the other day, so this year was definitely a different year. The past few months have definitely been different. You know, there's some rough times, not gonna lie, this was a rough times, but I will say I do feel empowered, and everything that she said in that statement encourages having the knowledge, that confidence, and the ability to do things for yourself, make decisions. So I'm very blessed. I've been blessed with tons of opportunities and definitely things for the future. So this word empowered means a lot, and I think this is definitely a great message that she's trying to get out there. So this is a palette that includes 18 golds, coppers, and neutrals in matte, metallic, shimmer, and gel liner hybrid textures. So it has a metallic finish, shimmer finish, satin finish, matte finish. It's supposed to be long wearing and cruelty free. So let's see what this looks like. So these are what the shadows look like. So I'm going to try to incorporate a video of the swatches because, honey, I don't have enough arm for these 18 colors. So I'm gonna dive into Legacy. So the names are very empowering. There's purpose, courageous, limitless, confident, charisma, keep going, big dreams, manifest, bold moves, do it, power, get it, worthy, rebel, winner, visionary, best self, and legacy. So all of these words are fitting, honey, for empower. Really resonate with me, all of these words, because you know everything is limitless. It's really what you make it. Confidence, keep going even though it feels like it's rough. Manifest it, that's big. Having big dreams, that's big too. But you know, being a visionary, focusing on your best self, and creating a legacy. So all these words really support empowerment. So we're gonna dive into Legacy. I love a reddish brown for the crease, so I'm gonna place that here. There is a little bit of fallout, which is expected. So this is actually the second palette I own from Huda. I usually purchase her complexion products. I do have some lips, honey. Huda makes a good lip. I love her cream, the Power Bullet lipsticks. Oh, I'm obsessed. I have two of them, Raja and Empress, and to be honest, I went back and bought two more of them because I don't know, I'm always afraid something is gonna be out of stock, so I just try to stock up on them. But I'm just putting Legacy in my crease, and I'm blending that back and forth with windshield wiper motions. This is really just going to create that base for me, my transition shade, so I can apply the other shades on top. I blend out the edges of Legacy with the plain fluffy brush just to make sure that that's seamless. And now I'm going to go into Confident, that plum brown right here, and I'm going to smoke out my outer V with it. Y'all know I live for a good smoky eye, honey. These colors are very pigmented. The other palette I have, I think it's the, not Dawn to Dusk, isn't that a movie? It's definitely leaving me right now, but I do have another palette. It has more of pinky shades in there. Pinky, like champagne shades. But this is going to be a great palette for the fall. So I'm loving all of these fall palettes that are coming out. And I know some people feel like, oh, well, once you have one palette, you have them all. Not really, because that would be the same for nude lipsticks, honey. They're all different. It's really what you think is worth your money and what you feel like you'll be getting use of. Like I've said before, honey, I'm a buy palette. So now that we've built up that intensity, I'm just going to go back in with the color the brush that I had Legacy on and blend out the outer V. And I think I'm going to go into Bold Moves and Visionary. So this is Bold Moves. I absolutely love this. It reminds me of Sequins. And then this is Visionary right here. Beautiful. It's just a mixture of like violet and pink champagne. I love how these colors, especially the swirl, it's beautiful. This is what she looks like. Very chunky and very pigmented, okay? I mean, are we surprised? Huda is great for complexion, so I'm not surprised that this palette is very pigmented. Oh, this is beautiful. And this is without any NYX glitter glue primer. Huda girl, you did that. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to play with this. Do more of like a simple look now, and then I can always do something glam later. So I'm just gonna go back in with that brush that I used for Legacy and just blend out the edges of this color. So this color looks really pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit of Visionary, maybe in the front. This is still really pretty. I'm just gonna add a little bit. That's the process. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of Bold Moves. We're just gonna be blending these two together. So I'm just blending the edges of Bold Moves and Visionary. I'm going back in to smoke out my outer V. The shimmer is kind of getting away from me. I'm just going in with that same brush that I used Visionary with, defining it a little bit more in the front. I definitely don't want to lose Bold Moves, so I'm just going to go back in and add a little bit of her right on the top. I'm just going to smudge my lash line with some black, add some lashes, and I'll be back. Essentially, this is what the eyeshadow should look like after I threw in some lashes. I still want to add a little razzle dazzle. I think I might add something in the tear duct. So maybe Limitless or Charisma, one of these colors I might add. Maybe I'm gonna go in with Limitless. So I'm just going in with the small detail brush, and then I'm just going to add that right here. It just adds like a pop, which I love. It's like a pop. It's so pretty. Definitely love that. So I'm just gonna finish the rest of my base and we'll be back. Alrighty, so I finished the rest of my face off camera. That little pop of that color in the tear duct, honey, I'm living for it. So this is what the eye look looks like. You see how all of the shimmers kind of just fused together? You gotta trust the process, honey. With makeup, sometimes it can look scary before it really comes together. But I'm definitely in love with this eye. It is giving luxe, it's giving goddess, it's giving empowered. So this palette does retail for $67, honey. I know she's a little bit of coin. Okay, but I actually think this is one of Huda's most expensive palettes. I believe it has to do with the two cream liners in there and also that cream shadow. So she added just a little bit extra, and then we have like those pressed pigments. So it's a little bit different than her other palettes. I don't believe her other palettes have this. The other palette that I have from her is just strictly shadows, like just mattes and shimmers. Doesn't have any of this razzle dazzle. But I do find that I did not have to use my NYX glitter glue primer. I will say for those pressed pigments, the really shimmery gold ones, I would use my finger or probably a more dense brush to apply it. When I used a wider brush, it didn't really pick up the shimmers. It kind of really just looked like glitter, and we want to pick up that shimmer. So when I use that smaller detail brush in the tear duct, it picked it up, so it gives it that foil effect. So I would switch up some brushes or just use your fingertips to apply those. The shadows that I'm talking about are Limitless and Charisma, those two gold shadows shadows right here. But I will say these shadows blend like a dream. They are effortless. They're very beautiful. Can you imagine what these shimmers would look like, honey, if I use my NYX Glitter Glue Primer? They could see me from space, I'm pretty sure. Beauties, I definitely think that this palette is gorgeous. It is definitely worth it if you are into these colors. It definitely falls in line with fall. You know, you have your coppers, your browns, like the violet champagne, a pink shimmery color. I definitely want to get into more of this palette, so expect some looks coming up. So beauties, I hope you enjoyed this review and enjoyed this eyeshadow look, honey. Please don't forget to let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you're gonna be picking this up. I did see one of my subbies, she mentioned that she wanted to pick this up and a different palette, so let me know if you did pick that up. But yeah, this palette is stunning. The colors are very pigmented. It's definitely worth it. However, I will say, if you do want to pick this up, honey, the Sephora sale is coming up soon, so I would wait to get it then, because you know you can get a little 20, 15, or 10 off, okay? Something is better than nothing. So definitely, if so, hold out until then. If you don't care and you got coins to spend, baby, pick it up. But yes, if you're new, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you know when I upload. Always beauties, thank you for the continued support and tuning in. Until next time.